All right, y'all. I know you're not going to be able to see me real good. I came out. It's a little late here. It's about 7:30. But I just wanted to get on here real quick and talk to y'all because I'm going to tell you how I feel, whether I feel, good or bad mentally, physically, with my health. I'm going to tell you how I feel because I'm not keeping shit to myself no more. Secrets will keep you sick. But I just wanted to get on here and tell y'all this depression shit and this thing right here, it's a very, very clever and tricky thing. Your mind is very clever and very deceitful and very tricky. And let me explain what I mean when I'm saying it for myself. Because the other day, I was having a good month or so. I really was. I felt pretty good, both mentally and physically. And I don't know if this is the reason. I think this is some of the reason why I feel like I do. I cut out sugar 2.5 days ago. So I'm feeling a little bad from that. But I woke up. I don't feel too bad physically. You know what I mean? I don't feel too bad physical wise. But it's mentally wise. I woke up today. And I just knew when I woke up. I felt off when I woke up. And the reason I tell y'all this is because, listen, I know how everyone feels because I go through the same shit. Just because I get on here and I tell y'all to eat right and I tell you to exercise and stuff, yes, those things help. I had to force myself right now to come out here and take a little walk. And I said, you know what? Let me do a video real quick because somebody might need to hear this. Someone else might need to hear me talk about my shit and my problems, and it might help them get out of their shit a little bit. It ain't that I want to do this because I don't want to do it. But I realize I have to force myself to do things that I don't necessarily want to do. And that really sucks. That really sucks when you have to force yourself to do something that you don't want to do, And I know the video, it's going to be really dark, but it's dark out here. But you know what? I don't care. If this can help someone through the day, or it can help me get through the day too, then I'm going to do it. I don't care if you can see my picture or not. Sometimes all it takes is somebody's voice to hear someone talk about this shit. Because I can't lie. I won't lie to y'all. Every time I feel like this, every time I start feeling bad mentally or physically, I think about suicide. I do. I think about it every single freaking time, especially if I feel bad physically and mentally. Then I'm really, really like, look, fuck this. That's how I feel. It ain't that I want to feel like that. I don't want to be like that. That's why I keep telling y'all in my videos, I'm eating as healthy as possible because I don't want to be depressed and I don't want to have these physical problems. I'm taking these little walks. And another thing that kind of got me up and moving was my brother they let him out of jail. So that kind of lifted me up a little bit, you know. Now I know he's down at my grandma and pops with them. There's no one down there with them, and they're getting really old, so that puts me at ease a little bit. But yeah, I just gotta do a video, plain and simple, because yes, I could call my brother, I could call my mom, I could call my dad, I can call somebody, but it's kind of like there's certain things that I can talk about them with them, but I won't. You know what I mean? I won't let myself talk about certain things. And I've always been like this, even though I do tell my family most of my problems. I do tell them about most of my shit. You know, they already know. They already know that I have these post-concussion symptoms and I have other things going on. And see, with me, it's really tricky because I get on here and I tell y'all about I'm feeling okay and I feel fine today, but that doesn't mean the next day I won't feel crappy. You know, I'm just one of them people that's how it is with me. You know, I could go from feeling on top of the world, not in the sense of feeling 100% healthy. I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about I'll be in a good mood. You know, I would have eaten some of the blueberries, the broccoli that I eat, and I'll be feeling okay. You know, my shoulder won't be hurting. I woke up today and for some reason, my right shoulder is killing me. I don't know why, but it's killing me. And I got to go get that checked. And that kind of gets me depressed. Every time something goes wrong with my body, I get a little bit like, oh man, here we go again. Because I know what it's like to suffer. I know what suffering is. You know, I had a virus for 18 years. So I know what it is to suffer. And it does. I tell you, it really does suck to get out of these things, you know? And I know that a lot of y'all won't understand this, but I tell you not to try. Because I think when you try, I think all you're doing is you're getting yourself caught up in the spider's web even more for this, your mind to take control of you. And I was saying to myself earlier, thoughts like, you know what? I know you're there. I know you're there, thoughts. I know that you're going to come again. You know? And I accept that you're going to come. I accept that you're there. Because if I try to fight against it, then I'm just becoming a part of the battle that I don't want to fight against. You understand? So why am I going to do that? Why am I going to fight against something that I don't want to fight against in the first place? You know, why am I going to fight against a battle that I don't want to fight against anyway? You know, it makes no sense. That's why I say, okay, you're here. You're here again. I know you're here. I know you're here again. You're in my mind. You know, whatever it is. You know, I don't know if you want to call it whatever, bipolar, depression, schizophrenia. I don't know what you want to call it, but I know for me, this happens. It's been happening my whole life. I've been going through this shit for 35 years. Even as a kid, I went through this shit. So I know what it is. I have looked this monster in the eye many times. Many times. And you know what the monster is? The monster is my own mind. It's this. This is the culprit. And, you know, the physical things, that's why I'm taking charge with those things. I'm at least giving an effort towards my health. You see, there's a difference between trying And there's a difference between just doing what you need to do for your health. And I'm doing what I need to do. You know, I'm not doing this for no reason. I'm doing it for my health, you know? And I'm not always going to come on here and tell you a sweet story or tell you something that's going to make you feel better, because that ain't life. That's delusional thinking, you know? And I don't know how many of y'all are going to listen to the video, but I'm going to keep going because I got to get this shit out of my head. I got to get this shit off my mind, man. And it does. I almost cry thinking about this stuff because it upsets me. You know, I had almost a month of feeling decent. And then all of a sudden, like a day and a half today, when I woke up, going into today, just boom, like that. It just crept up on me and just hit me like a ton of bricks. It just hit me right here. Boom. Like, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? And I know what that is. That is this. It's my mind doing shit that I can't even necessarily control. And I'm not trying to control it. You see what I mean? I'm admitting that, yes, I do get suicidal thoughts. I do think about shit that I maybe shouldn't think of. But at least I'm admitting it and I'm expressing it and I'm talking about it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people, they ain't gonna talk about this shit. They ain't gonna let people know how they really feel. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna walk up through here. I'm on a highway, so it's gonna be loud for a minute. But just stick with me here, y'all, because I know that a lot of you need to hear a video like this. And the reason I know that you need to hear it is because I need to speak about it, you see? Excuse me. And that's how I know that y'all need to hear it, because we're all going through the same shit. See, right when one of us says that we're better or we're worse than the other, we're completely, how should I say it? We're completely delusional if we say that we are better or worse than the next person or the next man. And this is why I tell y'all, don't judge people, because you don't know what people are going through. You have no idea, so don't judge them, you know? And I'm cutting back here. There ain't gonna be too much light at all. I'm gonna end the video in a minute. But yeah, I had to talk about this stuff because it's just like, it's like a splinter. It's like a splinter in my brain that will, you know, the splinter will go away for a while, and then all of a sudden it'll just come into my mind again. You know, it'll just be there again. It's like this. I kind of explain it. The only way that I can really explain it is it's kind of like a wall blocking you from enjoying and seeing clearly and feeling right. It's kind of like a wall is in front of you and it's blocking your thinking and like what you really want to think and stuff, you know? That's kind of what it's like. It's kind of like a wall that's blocking, you know, you out, kind of. That's the only way that I can halfway describe it here. All right, these people, they don't know where they're going. Sorry, they took me off course there. But yeah, it's like, I know, because the last month I've been waking up, I just been getting up. You know what I mean? I just been waking up and like, okay, time to get up. I got up, made my coffee. And then another reason why I'm feeling like this is because I didn't eat sugar for over 2 days. So that's another reason why I'm not feeling so great. You know, that there's a withdrawal to everything. When you stop anything, there's a withdrawal. It doesn't matter what it is. There's a withdrawal to it. So that's probably another reason why I'm feeling like that. But I'm telling you, man, it only takes a little bit of something to completely knock you completely off track. It only takes eating the wrong food, you know, doing something that you really wouldn't have done in the first place. It doesn't take a lot, you know, it really doesn't. And, you know, I'm getting this walk in. I don't want to walk right now, you know, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to people. I do not want to walk right now. I don't want to do this. But when I sit here and I say, I don't want to do this, and I'm telling y'all that, then maybe you can make a move and maybe you'll get up off your butt and do something, you know? It's like you never know what your words will do for somebody else, you know? Maybe there's somebody right now that's thinking of, you know, boom, I'm done with this shit. And maybe they can come across my video somehow and say, you know, oh my gosh, like, I'm glad that I watched this, or, you know, I tuned in to that because I needed to hear that today. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm out here walking. I'm about to get hit by these cars. But yeah, I have to exercise. Like, I don't have any other choice. It's almost like if I don't get my blood flowing, I feel horrible. And I'm only 35, and I feel like I'm 70 years old if I don't go for a walk and I don't eat right. You know, that's just the way that my body is made. That's the way that my genes are. I can't help it. But I know that I'm not going to let someone else go, you know, that could maybe get some help and I don't help them. I'm not going to do that anymore. You know, I watched an older brother die. I watched an uncle die. I seen too many people die. I watched too many people die. And I don't want to see another person go out like that, you know? Now, I can't control what you do with yourself, but, you know, by God or by this world and by life, I'm going to do whatever I can do to maybe help, you know, someone else. Because you never know. Like I said, you never know who needs to hear something. And all it can take is a word or two to completely change someone's day, or, you know, maybe help someone from what they're going through, or maybe not. You know, I don't know. But at least I gave it a shot. You know? Sometimes you gotta shoot in the dark. Like I am now. Taking a walk. It's dark. You can't see my face. But you know what? You can hear my voice, right? So sometimes all that matters is the real little tiny things. We think the big things have to matter, and they don't. So I'm out, y'all. I talked for a little too long here, and I still got a bunch of other shit on my brain, but I want to get this walk in because I need it bad. So I'm going to take this walk. And I don't know, man, just if you're feeling some type of way, express yourself and talk about it. Like, we got to stop worrying about what other people think of us, you know? And I know for a lot of us, it's hard to do that, but it doesn't matter what someone else thinks. It doesn't matter what someone else says. You know, it's... And I know it's harder said than done, you know? I know that. I know it's harder said than done. You know, I'm telling y'all to do stuff, but the reason I'm telling you is because I'm doing it. If I wasn't doing it, I wouldn't be telling you to do it, you know? Because I already feel hypocritical about certain things, so I ain't gonna feel even more hypocritical by telling you something that I'm not even doing, you know? And I'm not saying that I'm better or worse because I do that. It's just what I have to do for me, you know what I mean? What do you have to do for you? That's what you gotta look at. What do you have to do for you? You know, sometimes you have to be selfish in this thing a little bit, and then you can help others. See, I don't want to use the word try. The word try to me is it's iffy because it doesn't get nothing done. You know, if or try, well, that ain't doing nothing. You know, doing something is doing something, and not doing something is not doing something. You see how these words, it's so easy to be hypocritical and say something that you really wouldn't say in the first place, and then all that other stuff that goes with it. So, I don't know, y'all. I'm going to get my exercise. I'll talk with y'all. I know this wasn't the best video, but like I said, sometimes you gotta put out a crappy video, you know? Sometimes you gotta just freestyle with it and say, look, I don't care. I really don't care. I'm just gonna do it to do it. It's so easy, but we make it hard. Even though you might be feeling like blowing your brains out, or you might feel like, you know, ending it, or you might be like, screw all this shit. I'm telling you, if you learn how to just do it, it gets easier. It does get easier. But this thing right here, it tries so desperately to bring you down in the dirt and to turn you into something that you know you're really not. And then you listen to this thing. Then you listen to it, and then it starts driving you away slowly. I know how all this goes. It's been happening my whole life. And I just want to look it in the eye and say, you're not going to do this today. You're not going to consume me today. I'm going to get some exercise. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to move, even though I don't want to move. And that's the point that you got to get to, or you're never going to get past this. And I don't want that for you. I really don't. But I don't know how to end it, but it is what it is, y'all. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So I'm out. If you got anything to say, leave a comment. If you want me to discuss anything in a video, I can discuss whatever's on your mind, you know, let me know. You know where to find me. Peace and hair grease.